I'm Jacob. I'm the singer of a band called Thornhill from Australia, and this is Words and Music.
Lovely. And he is, and they are coming here, I'm delighted to say, 1st of April at the Esplanade Annexe Studio. It's a one-off Singapore show, handful of Asian dates coming along for an Aussie band, Melbourne-based, that are absolutely taking the world by storm right now with their genre-fusing, maybe genre-defying, if you like, brand of music, and of course an award-winning 2025 album, Bodies. Jacob, great to have you with us. Where do we find you today?
I am in the studio at home. We just went and got our Japanese visas this morning.
Oh, yeah.
And I've just done a bunch of errands, and I'm back here writing, just as I normally do, I guess.
Love it. And you're going to be on the road, on the planes and traveling all over the world again very, very soon. Congratulations on Bodies, by the way. There's a lot of fans already here in Singapore. You know, that crunching heaviness, those emotional highs, the intensity of it all. But tell us this, the fans are excited to see you here. It's going to be the first time you play here. If someone's seeing Thornhill for the first time, what should they expect?
I'd say high energy. I feel like our shows have changed a lot since the Bodies release. Sorry, I've got the drummer calling me like 16 times. Um, yeah, a lot of energy. I think the cool part is we're going like back to playing kind of more intimate shows for this Asia run, which I'm really excited about. And I'm just kind of keen to get into a small room and just have a lot of fun and really meet people face to face and just be somewhere we haven't been. It's very exciting.
Yeah, it's a great venue. You're going to get just that. It's intimate. It's a really cool place. LAMC had Lacuna Coil there recently, and it was
Oh
a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of fun. A lot of fun. I'm lucky enough to have seen you in a not so intimate venue. I was lucky enough to be at Good Things at the end of last year, December, down in Melbourne. And
Oh yeah.
it was amazing that you guys popped up. And my daughter's studying down there. She'd been raving about you for some time. And then suddenly there you were on the bill. Tell us how big that was for you, ending up with that little mini festival tour of Australia.
Oh, it was a big stress, I'll tell you that much. Probably more of that than anything else. Yeah, it was really cool. I think if anything, it was a testament to how hard we've worked and how like close we are with our crew and how hard they've worked. Like I don't think a lot of bands could have made that happen within the amount of time. I mean, half of the band was at Good Things already without their instruments, and like within 3 hours we had to be on that stage, and then suddenly we were on the whole tour. So it was very. It was like we were living in a dream state for 3 days. Like it was a lot. It was a lot to deal with, but thanks to how hardworking everybody has been and how on the ball we've been since the release of Bodies, I think we were able to make it happen. But yeah, very stressful, but very cool. I think we really got to like appreciate it when we played Brisbane, which was like two
Yeah.
shows after. We kind of go, oh, okay, so we kind of know what we're doing, even though this is the last one. Let's have some fun. But no, still an awesome experience.
And the other thing about that is it's a tribute to how far you've come, from your Melbourne roots. That A, you can get out there, and it's amazing because you're such an incredible live act that you're winning fans wherever you go. So that was another opportunity to do that. Do you
Mm.
stop and reflect at times on how quickly it's happened and how important the live experience has been to what you're becoming?
I think we've put a lot of effort into the live stuff because we've noticed that like it wasn't a strength, but we've turned it into a strength, I think, because we're just not really a social media band. We don't really care about that side of things. We're not really that tapped into it. And I couldn't really see us doing that sort of marketing of us. And I think what we're good at is being like a genuine live band and kind of connecting with people in real life. That's like something that we've worked extremely hard on. I know everybody's been at home practicing so that when we get together and we practice, we're just learning. Even our sound guy has put so much work into the way that we are. Like everybody's really put a lot of work in. And I do think it's something that is winning people over, and it turned from a weakness into a strength, and I think that's like been a really exciting thing. And I also do think Bodies was made with that purpose. Like Bodies was made to be experienced live. I think a lot of Thornhill stuff has always been with that purpose, but Bodies specifically was like, let's have fun in the writing process, where it's, necessary, and like let's really think about how this is actually going to translate, because a lot of the ideas from this record were meant for like arenas, even though we were never playing arenas. But then we got Sleep Token, and then we ended up playing arenas, so it
Yeah, tell us about
all
that.
kind
I
of came
mean,
together.
the touring experience from headlining the US on your own to wherever else around the world you've been, but then suddenly you get the approach from Sleep Token. Talk us through that and the support gig.
Yeah, it was just so out of the blue. I mean, we're so grateful for it, because it was such a cool learning experience in probably the best way we could have ever hoped. I know we hear a lot of stories about arena tours being difficult and really hard, and a lot of established artists maybe not being the most accommodating for little small acts jumping on these arena things. But we got nothing but respect for that crew and that band. They just were so incredibly loving and open and would help in any way possible. And we got to like experience what it's like to put on a show without expecting movement, to know that you're doing a good job. Because I think in our industry and in our genre, the clear expectation of a good show is movement, and it is moshing, and it's all that sort of
Mm,
stuff. But when you play shows like that, or when you watch any other genre, it's audience reaction. It's not actually, it's not this visual thing. It's
mm.
it's winning a crowd over to want to see you again, not to do this whole thing there. So I think there was a lot. It's just like we love it. We love learning. We love the ability to like try new things. And when you feel the most uncomfortable, I think is when you you grow, and you need that. So we're very grateful.
And it must be something. I mean, is it something that you take to? I've spoken to some artists who find that curating a show is sometimes one of the hardest things to do. Now,
Mm.
obviously, a lot of the work will be taken care for you in terms of what you're doing coming up, because you're going to be showcasing a lot of tracks from bodies. But then you've got, your other body, as it were, of work to work into. When it comes to, say, the Singapore show, where you're coming into an audience that by and large might never have seen you before, is that something that you're finding, a challenge that you're enjoying in terms of how do we best showcase what we are?
I think now we haven't felt better about music than bodies. So for us, it's kind of clear to just be pushing bodies as our main
Mm.
thing moving forward, and kind of integrating bits and pieces from other stuff. But we're not the type of band to play old songs for a long time. We like to keep it moving. We like to keep it fresh. And we don't like holding on to music for that long. But I do understand now that Bodies might be one of those records we play for a while. But yeah,
Yeah,
curating a vibe is very important within a set list. It's one of the most difficult things to do.
yeah, and but it's also the most thrilling thing, isn't it? Because as you said, you've got that electric connection, and you got instant feedback in terms of what
Yeah.
an audience is doing, which is the buzz. Yeah. Just in terms of the musical progression, seeing as you're talking about how you like to keep moving forward, if you were to define us, everyone seems to put labels on people, and that's just a product of media or of the way we are these days. But if you've shifted, I guess, from maybe a progressive metalcore sound, there's this incredibly sort of poignant sound you have these days. Sometimes it's almost like an alternative throwback at times. There, are you conscious that you're always moving musically, or do you kind of like to pay tribute to what you've been before?
I think we just like feeling excited by our own music. I don't really think we think about where it's gonna fit or how it's labeled. But like we've never really felt like that. I mean, maybe in the earlier stuff we were trying to imitate what we thought we were, and I think by the time we toured it and we played it, we didn't like it. And it's just been finding our identity through it and pushing it and pushing it. And I think the more what we've learned the most out of all of these things is that our our influences outside of heavy music are defining what our heavy music is. And I think we always go, oh, we hate heavy music. There's not much you can do with it. It's this,
Mm,
it's that. I'm sick of it. Blah blah blah. And then we make something based on so many other influences in so many different genres. We make it heavy, and we go, oh,
mm.
I haven't felt that. Like I have not felt that from us. And we kind of just like we have a saying where we just say, follow the endorphins, because it'll lead you the right way. And at the end of the day, as although fans don't like to hear it, we've got to play it. We've got to like it. That's always going to mean more to us first.
Love that. I'm going to be using follow the endorphins going forward. That one works for me too here. One thing that does happen, you're not a social media band, as you said, but you can't avoid the fact that if you do look at comments, people are going to throw labels at you. They're going to assume influences, and you're always going to hear people talking about maybe Deftones or Nine Inch Nails or North Lane or whoever it might be. I saw a video of you, perform. I don't know, it was Tongues or something, and someone's going, "Oh, he's got the Lane Staley glasses on." Are you comfortable with people projecting onto you sometimes?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm like, as long as I know who I am, I don't think it really matters, you know? Like, I think it's just an easier way for people to digest
Mm.
you and what you do. Like, that's fine. Like, we've always had that. But like, as long as we know who we are and we follow through with what we think is right, then like that sort of stuff doesn't really ever bother us that much.
What's the biggest, or what was the biggest sort of creative driver for Bodies? Was there any particular sound, any influence, whether it be music or external? I was talking to Lacuna Coil recently, and they said that they had this kind of, whenever they were recording, they had sort of these huge cinematic visions all around them, whether it be watching operas or movies or anything like that. So what was in your hearts and minds at the time?
Honestly, I think we were really into like trap. Like we were really into like R&B grooves. We wanted to like I feel like some of the older stuff just like lacked, for lack of a better word, like it lacked swag. Like it didn't have like, because we like to dance to our own shit. We like to, have our own moves and do our own thing. So I think from Heroin, we felt that it was just a bit boring live. And we just kind of wanted like to feel this like groove in a way that we haven't really done it before. So we're listening to a lot of hip hop and a lot of R&B and trying to work out like the BPMs and like the feelings that we can, it's like that new metal-esque, but like I'm not, a new metal vocalist, so I wanted to do a different thing over it. But like that sort of movement and that energy, I will always be obsessed with the 90s and the way
Yeah.
that heavy music evolved in that period of time and the way that the community of heavy music was driven. And I think we're kind of leaning back into that in heavy music because heavy music's having a moment. So I think it was just luck of the draw that we did what we did in it and it kind of worked. But yeah, a lot of that sort of bounce was really important.
Just quickly on that, and we'll wrap up the sort of musical side of things now. Having been around Sleep Token, and again, it was one of those things that it's just so infuriating about sort of modern discourse that you've found people in the heavy music space having to come out and forced to debate whether or not the band's heavy or not. But what do you make of the way that a band like Sleep Token and others that influence you just explore within the so-called heavy space and go into places? I mean, I'm listening to a song like Crush or something like that and thinking, okay,
Mm.
you're prepared to go places.
I think it's what music is for. I think it's self-expression. Like you get to determine the depth of your world. And I think if you don't explore that, I don't really care about it. I find it hard to give a shit, if that makes sense.
We're
I
going
don't
to do
know.
a clunky segue now
Okay. Yeah,
into a
what do you got?
bit of tourism stuff here.
Mm.
In talking about exploring, you only have to spend a little bit of time in Melbourne to realize that there are Singaporean influences there. So that's not something that would have escaped your attention. But have you spent time here before? And I'm talking outside of the music realm.
No, you'll like this story
Go
actually,
on
because
then.
my first ever tour was in Singapore because I was
Oh,
in the Australian Boys Choir. And so
wow.
when I was young, yeah, like maybe 13 or 14, I did my first, like, I guess, tour really. Like, we went with the Australian Boys Choir and we performed all over Singapore and Malaysia.
That's something. What was your memory of it? How old were you?
Yeah, oh man, I think like 12 to 14 area. It was awesome. I had so much fun. It was like my first insight to like what touring is now, but I had no idea.
Hmm.
It was just, me and my friends in hotel rooms being stupid, buying stupid stuff off the street, but like singing in these massive venues and seeing the world. It was really, really cool.
That's
Loved it.
amazing. That's
Loved
amazing.
Singapore.
Yeah, well, that's cool. And the thing about it is, everyone here gets obsessed about food, but unfortunately for singers, we have kind of spicy food, which isn't
No, I
really
love
where
that.
you want to be going. You okay
Oh,
with that?
I love that. Oh yeah. I'll be looking for that. I don't care
Oh
about any of
yeah.
that singer shit.
Okay, well, I can tell you this, the LAMC guys will get you where you need to be. We have this kind of
Lovely.
outdoor eating stuff that goes on here that's just sensational. All right, that's
Mm.
fantastic. Okay, look, just to wrap up the sort of as serious as it gets part of the interview, what do you always hope that someone comes away from a Thornhill show feeling?
I think stoked. I think just like I kind of I want to create an atmosphere of like, enjoyment and hype and excitement and also like that feeling of community. And I think that comes along the lines of what we do when we try and create the clothing and fashion stuff within
Mm,
our band. Like it's an important part to us because when, like I said, with bringing the 90s up, is I feel like when you liked a heavy band from the 90s, they had such a particular look and style and feeling. And when you went to those shows, you met other people and you found other people that are into what you're into that isn't in any other world. Like it's a lot harder. But obviously we're in a different time now where people like multiple genres. It's not so like
yeah.
I only listen to this, so I'm this, but like the sense of community at a Thornhill show, I would hope um, is like a really big draw card because I've met some incredible kids like just so stoked to be there and they're dressing up to go and it's this exciting thing. It feels like a fashion show meets a heavy show and they're the first time being a heavy show and experiencing all these new things. And I just hope people are excited and feel kind of like safe and just within the world of people that they enjoy being around and stuff.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's going to be special. It's going to be really cool to have you here, and we're all looking forward to it. Right, we're going to do the quick fire questions now. Now, this can play out one or two ways. One, you just fire whatever comes to mind back at me, or sometimes people go, I need to think about this, but it doesn't matter. If you can do short answers, that would be good. So I'm going to fire questions at you. Give us the quick answer if you can. We'll sort of bundle them together and have some fun with it. First up, tell me what's one non-musical skill that you've always wished you could master?
If like that I have that I could master or just random one.
Yeah, honestly, not something you've got already, but just if you, I've always wished I could be a lead guitarist, for example, in my sake, or something like that, rather
True,
than
true.
sportsman.
I
Okay, go on then.
always wished I was like a pro volleyballer.
Pro volleyballer.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What's it
I
about
love
volleyball that
volleyball.
gets you?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Me and my girlfriend watch a volleyball anime that we love, and I used to play volleyball in high school, very very short time, but like I loved it. And I think there's parts of me that wish I was in a sport instead of a band.
That's amazing. I love that one. Yeah, I'm the other way around. I do sports TV, and then my hobby is music.
Ah,
So there you go. Right.
it's always
Tell me
what you
this.
don't have.
Yeah, yeah, but it's the same thing. You're still connecting with people. It's
Mhm.
just it's visceral, it's creative, it's wonderful, and it's live. Who are two people that you would want to be stuck on a 15-hour flight with, but excluding family members?
My girlfriend and my cats.
People, we're stretching it a bit there.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, okay. My girlfriend and my brother.
Okay, cool. What's your cat's name?
Zuko and Jet.
Oh, cool, cool. Okay. What's one, it's given what you said earlier, this will be an interesting one. What's one genre that you could never see yourself performing?
Country.
That was quick. That was good. What, here's a weird one. What's your one favorite, truly monotonous daily task that you do at home?
Hmm. The washing.
Yeah. Okay. You know, we need them. It's like emptying the dishwasher. It just
Oh,
gives that
it's
sense of
that's
purpose
my
before it
job
comes.
too. Yeah, it's just the good smell as well, getting things done.
Yep, nice. I like it. What's your favorite hobby when you're off stage away from music?
Golf.
Oh, oh,
We
okay.
all play. We're a big golf band.
Oh, wow. Well, we got some amazing courses here. You'll have a look at
We'd
them.
love to play. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. See it how, as they say here. You might have done this already. I was going to say, what is one thing that people would be surprised to know about you, but you might have given me that already with golf and volleyball. But anything else?
Yeah, maybe. Um, who am I? What do I do? I don't know. I don't know if I mean, uh, I don't know what would be interesting about me. I mean, I used to skate a lot. I don't know if that's that interesting though. I was a
No,
big skater boy.
yeah, love that one. Okay, what's one habit you can't break?
Probably one. Okay, what's one habit I can't break? I can't. I just like am so. Fuck. One habit I can't break. Probably not. I can't tell you the one I want to say because probably not good for radio. What habit I can't break? It does it have to be a bad habit or just a habit?
No, any habit. I mean,
Okay. Before I start writing, before I sit down and write, the house has to be clean. Like I have to clean the whole house, or I'll have like a panic attack.
oh,
Can't handle
wow.
it.
I love that. Marie Kondo, yeah. What's the first thing you look at on your phone every morning?
The turn off button of my alarm, the snooze button.
All right, but is there an app you go to first?
No, I try not to. Try to have my mornings clean.
Okay. Name me two or three bands that you're listening to heavily, whether they're new artists or not right now.
Right now, Puma Blue, because new record. Uh, Gorillas, some of the new record, but mostly the older stuff because I just will never stop listening to them. And mm, maybe Meshuggah right now. I'm having a Meshuggah moment.
Wow, that's diverse. I like that. Most inspiring non-musical figure in your life.
Most inspiring. My girlfriend.
Okay, very good. Last one. Favorite recent TV series.
Ooh, that's a good one. What did we just watch? Um, TV series. Oh, we've just been on such a like an anime binge right now. We haven't really watched like TV. I'm gonna say it's called Haiku.
Okay, love it. All right. Hey, thanks for being a good sport, literally,
Of course.
and for sharing so much. You're going to have a blast here, and we can't wait to see you. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
All right, take care. See you soon. Really hope you enjoyed that video, and make sure you come back for more because we're just getting started here at Words of Music. There's plenty of great content coming your way. So please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll let you know whenever we drop anything new. Share this with your friends and feel free to comment. Be part of our community. I'll see you again soon.